And as well, talking about dangerous, is the aspect of goal kicking in the World Cup. In the past, we know what happened.
What happened?
You remember, let's talk about that. The Andre Pollard kicked us into the game, into the finals, with one kick against Wales, remember? So that was important. You remember Joel Stransky. You remember in virtually all games, as you got to have a very solid goal kicker. Now, I'm a big Manie Libbok fan. I sang his praises through the URC. He plays well. They understand him well. But if you plainly look, if you look at stats of the other guys as well, Manie's URC was 76%. Now I'm going to look at Argentina and their kicker, and I look at Ramos. Ramos sits about on 88% in the French league. And then you look at Richie on 84%, Richie Moanga, and Farrell on 82, more or less. I think he focuses maybe a bit more on the high tackles than on the kicking. But on a serious note, that is one thing I want to suggest. I don't know if it will happen, or Shimmi can maybe sponsor it, or what's going to happen. If we send Gareth Wright across, and it's okay with him, get him some confidence. I don't know, opening a can of worms here. Because he's a good player.
Because this is where I'm going to take you now,
Okay,
Swys.
thank you.
I'm glad you bring these stats. 2019, 1995. I would like to know the stats of leading into the World Cup. We're not convinced of our performance. We're up and down, up and down. We're smiling because we're playing Wales. You know, we kind of like settled. You know, one week we're very good, next we're not. The kicking is an issue. And we say it's an issue. I think yesterday, Manie Libbok got 5 out of 9. A week before, we were saying we're happy with the way how you can brush it off and kick. I've got an assignment for you, Swysy. Yes. I like the stats you bring in because we're comparing with his peers at the moment, 70 compared to guys on 80. Super Rugby, I think the one plays in the top 14. Can we get stats of Andre Pollard leading to the Rugby World Cup 2019? That'll be a fair comparison. The alarm bells time to fly in a coach. Do we do Zoom coaching? I'm glad you brought up the stats, but I think we just need to be fair. Big concern. Let's make a comparison. We've got, 20 days, 90 days for the World Cup? Is it enough for a kicker to change, to work on a few things?
You
know, Swys has brought a valid point, you guys. I don't want us to brush it away, but I want us to make sure that when we point fingers, we've got all our stats in place, and when we say, hey, we're in trouble. You know, because the other kicker, who's our substitute kicker?
Damian Willems, or they say Faf.
No,
Faf wasn't playing yesterday. Damian played.
Cheslin,
the other one.
Yes, guys, I'm talking recognized sharpshooters here.
You're saying we don't have, yeah.
I tell you what, I can kick. If you give me a ball now.
Kick what?
So it's not about if I can kick. I can kick for poles. It's about a guy under pressure kicking that ball through the sticks, and you get the vital kicks over. That's what it's about.
Yeah, but Swys, we say that, but Manie Libbok is the same guy when the Stormers needed a kick to get into a URC final.
True. That's why I said
he got a hard kick from the corner. So can you handle the pressure? Yes, he can. Maybe it's one or two technical things he needs to fix. And if it's Gareth Wright, the guy he speaks to and has a call and says, look, he would have watched it. What's the solution? Rather than saying the guy can't kick. I think he can kick and he can do it well. Maybe there's one or two technical things he's not doing that need fixing. It's the same way sometimes a hooker might, turn his right arm or whatever it is, you fix it, you follow through. Next thing, the issue is done. So
it's a small margin.
It's a small margin, especially when it comes to kicking.
If he gets out of 100 kicks 76 and Farrell gets 82, it's a small difference.
Yeah.
But it's about the pressure and the situation, Mackie?
Yeah, and I think probably that's what he's trying to allude to is the fact that we know he can kick. It's about, because it's World Cup. The 3-pointer, 2-pointer can make a massive difference between, us going to semi-final or actually missing out. So I think I agree with Swys. Maybe getting someone in there, because we know him and Gareth, they work well together. So maybe somewhere along the line, maybe they can have some kind of engagement, because we know he can kick. It's not that like he can't kick. It's maybe just something that Gareth whispers in his ears, give him a rub.
How do you know it's not happening anyway, though?
Because they don't have anyone. Well, I mean,
but obviously they could be talking during the week. We don't know that.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is having Gareth there, because it's different over Zoom.
To fly him over.
No,
hold on. That's a bit extreme. So if Pollard comes in and he starts kicking badly, do you fly another kicking coach?
No.
I just want to understand the practicality of it.
I'm saying, Manie is comfortable with Gareth. We agree? Okay. So why not try and make things as comfortable for Manie, because he can kick.
Yeah. Can I ask a question here?
Yeah.
Is Manie's kicking display a reflection of the Bok team at the moment? Inconsistent. 1 week.
Yeah, that is a very good question.
1 week you're not. Because at the moment, yesterday there were kicks we expect him to get over. He doesn't.
Yeah.
Then he'll get one right up against the touchline. Then we're almost like, if you miss this one, it's okay. And you'd expect maybe 50% of the kickers to get over. Then Mani would get it over.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I know we can go back and forth. We all got opinions. What Swys is saying, kicking issue at the moment. You saying to me, it could be small margin. Swys agreeing with you, that could be a small thing. The step, rhythm, whatever it is. Get someone in his ear. I think someone is chatting to him. Someone is chatting. It could be an eyesight thing. Maybe, small things.
But what I'm saying is having him, as he's setting up to the poles, get it behind him, focus, breathe, follow through. That, for any player, makes a major, major role.
Some players don't like that, Jonathan.
But he likes it.
No, some players don't like it.
But
some players, when you're cooking under pressure and there's a guy talking behind you, they're like, no, I've got this. Don't tell me. You've had from Monday to Friday to coach me. Saturday, it's my time now. That's speculation. It's not truth. Maybe he doesn't like it.
But what I'm saying, at the Stormers, it works for them. We agree?
Gareth doesn't sit there and talk behind him.
But he takes the tea to him. Yeah. So that comfort zone of getting someone that is kicking coach during the week is behind him.
Okay.
So what I'm saying is, let's go with those two again and make it as comfortable for him as he can be, because he can kick. Whatever that little, knowing Gareth behind him, kind of adds value to him, then let him do that, because he can kick. But
and
maybe
Gareth Wright also sometimes doesn't tour the Stormers.
I've got a solution.
I didn't know that.
Shim, that phone, just pick it up. I know you've downloaded the DSTV app. Have you got Mani on speed dial?
Mani.
Can you just send me his number? Maybe I'll chat to him. Then I'll answer the question for you. Happy with that?
I hear you.
Happy with that? I know you got the app. I know you got the DSTV app.
I've got a lot of apps.
I know you got the DSTV app.
No, I've got that.
Kicking app?
No.
Not yet. Okay.
I'm a front row player. What am I doing?
I'm just ticking the boxes. Just ticking the box. Scrumming, tick the box. Mauling, tick the box. Defence, brilliant. Led to 2 interception tries. All the boxes, watching yesterday, I know they say it's a B team, whatever. I tick a lot of positive boxes. And that's one thing why I put a little bit of a red light. And that's why I asked for that small margin, because we know the importance of that. And that's why I got you guys talking on that.
Yeah, look, I think if you look at this, I mean, you mentioned that the Springboks may be inconsistent. Which team is consistent now? France, you look at them, the first game they played away, I think against Scotland, lost that.
Yeah, true.
Came back, they weren't really good in France, not really good against Fiji. England, you don't know what to expect from England, to be honest with you. I mean, this looks like they play better with less men.
Confidence.
New Zealand had a good game against us, beat Australia, then they almost lose against Australia at home. So if you look at World Rugby currently, there's no team that you can say, Ireland for me were probably the best looking team, because they brought 13 new guys and they haven't played in a while, and they look comfortable. They look like, it was almost like a practice run against them. But then again, you've got England in front of you, who almost lost to this Welsh team, who we thumped. So it's hard. If you told me what are the form teams now and you do pecking order in World Rugby, it's difficult to pick. It's difficult. You'd say maybe New Zealand. You say after our performance, maybe we there. Definitely not England. Definitely not Wales. Definitely not Australia. And probably Ireland. France. What I saw from France now, without Dupont and the main guys there, they're very average.